interwebs, I'm Tim, welcome to Plotline Unknown. In today's episode, we're going to be discussing one of the secrets of Gravity Falls. If you've ever watched Gravity Falls, you'll have learned to trust no one. Everyone has a secret. One very intriguing character that doesn't seem to have many solid theories revolving around her is the laid-back teenage employee of the Mystery Shack, Wendy Corduroy. Let's start by going to the end. I'd like you to jump forward with me for a bit to the finale of Season 1, Gideon Rises. Dipper, Mabel, Seuss, and Grunkle Stan get kicked out of the announcement ceremony for Gideon Land. As they watch the crowd cheer from outside, Wendy appears, mentioning they better get the shack back because her dad now plans on sending her upstate to work at their cousin's logging cabin. Now, why is Wendy so upset about this? Consider it. Wendy has stated multiple times that she hates her job, as well as having Stan as a boss, so any job other than being stuck at the Mystery Shack should seem like an improvement. So why does she seem so upset about having to work somewhere else? It's no secret that Gravity Falls is home to many mythical creatures, and creatures of the same species tend to stick together. Take for instance the Manitars or the Gnomes. What if being sent upstate takes her away from her species, the only people that could understand her? And if she was being taken away from her species, what species is it? Well, I think that Wendy is a siren. In Greek mythology, sirens are women who stand on coasts, attracting sailors who would run their ships into the rocks and drown horrible watery deaths, pretty much for no reason other than the fact that sirens are jerks. Wendy obviously attracts the attention of a lot of boys. In The Hand That Rocks the Mabel, Wendy lists her ex-boyfriends when Mabel asks her for advice on breaking up. If you include Robbie, then according to the show, Wendy has dated 9 boys so far. 9. Whoa. This doesn't even account for the amount of boys that are attracted to her. Dipper becomes infatuated with her almost immediately, and Robbie's obsession with getting her back after she breaks up with him is strangely out of character for him. Sending desperate texts and running around with a jukebox is hardly behavior you would expect from a moody, self-absorbed goth teen. Something about Wendy causes boys to act unnatural. Even Dipper turns into a monster around her, constantly attempting to break up her relationship with Robbie and oftentimes neglecting his sister. Then we come to Wendy's boots. Have you ever noticed that her boots are almost always wet? If you look at the top of them, you can see dark stains soaking into the leather. Why is that? I mean, sirens are sea creatures. They prey on sailors, and it's no secret that both the forest and the town of Gravity Falls have various bodies of water. Wendy slacks off regularly, oftentimes disappearing for long periods from the shack. Where the heck does she go all the time? She barely does her job, and is oftentimes absent from her family gatherings. She can't be hanging out with her friends all the time, as it is blatantly shown that they hang out around town without her. It is possible that she may be spending some of her slacking off time walking down to the waters, probably to spend time with other sirens, which explains her wet boots. You might argue that Wendy couldn't possibly be a siren because she has a human family. Well, let me ask you this. Where is her mother? In the entire series, we never once see or hear about the Corduroy family's mother. There are no pictures of her, not even a mention of where she is. This indicates she probably wasn't present very much in Wendy's childhood. What if her mother was also a siren? Her father, Manly Dan, is shown to hang out in the woods on occasion, as seen in Dipper vs. Manliness, and it's possible that he could have met her in there. If there's anything that could withstand the magic of a siren, it's Manly Dan. It would explain why her brothers didn't retain any of the siren's powers because sirens have to be female, and why Wendy's own powers don't literally cause men to kill each other over her because she's second generation. This may also be why Wendy is so frustrated over her relationships. In Boys Crazy, she lashes out at Dipper, saying that boys only ever care about themselves. I mean, imagine what it must be like to be Wendy. Because of her heritage, Wendy is stuck knowing that any boy that's attracted to her is most likely attracted to her not because of who she is, but because of what she is. She basically knows that it's impossible for her to ever have a meaningful relationship with anyone, because boys only care about obtaining her, like some trophy. I mean, look at the way Dipper and Robbie compete for her. Dipper nearly gets Robbie killed in Fight Fighters. Heck, many of the conflicts in the show are caused by Dipper's attempts to win her over. Of course, this is all just merely speculation. Personally, I'm hoping we get to see more of her character when Season 2 comes around. What do you think Wendy's secret is, and what do you think of our theory? Let us know in the comment section down below. Until next time, this has been Tim with Plotline Unknown. Thanks for watching.